Hello, my wonderful Aries. This reading is for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is, for those of you that are new, my name is Phil, and my channel's name is um, Sacred Oracle Readings, Tarot Readings by Phil. Okay, so I wanted to just go ahead and Aries give you the message for the year of 2026 and what lies ahead and what can help you, what advice is going on, what upcoming events are coming up in your life. So I hope that this is beneficial. And I mean, some of you will resonate with some of the information that I give. Some of you may not. And if not, that's okay. Leave it for someone else that it does resonate. And so I just hope that you do listen through the whole message. Also, want to encourage you to please give me your support by clicking like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, make a positive comment, and then share with others. Share the goodness with others. I really would appreciate it so much. So, without further ado, Aries, I just want to go ahead and start shuffling the cards so that I can give you some information regarding the upcoming year of 2026. Okay, so let's go ahead and see here what is going on with Aries. What is going on with Aries for 2026? 2026, looking for answers, that you might have. Here are some cards that came up, so I'm going to go ahead and take them. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull at least maybe two more cards. Spirit, I ask that you give me information concerning Aries. I think I want one more. One more, Spirit. Okay, one more thing. So far, okay. So far, um, it's interesting. Okay. So far, what I see in the year for 2026 for you is going to be that actually there's something that you should be looking into, an opportunity that has presented itself or will present itself for 2026. This is important news concerning, perhaps a new opportunity for business to go on your own. It can also indicate maybe a new job opportunity. Like I stated in the general reading for 2026, there's endless opportunities that are coming up. Um, and so just pay attention to that. I do feel that you're contemplating something, you're looking into something or someone seriously that perhaps has disappointed you in the past. And, whatever this is, whatever this energy is, that don't focus on the disappointments of people. People will always disappoint us, you know, and so it's called look at the people that do support you and let go of the people that no longer serve purpose in your life. Okay, so going into the new year, here's the advice. Yes, maybe some of you are. Um, I hear um, taking care. Some of you are taking care of somebody. Wow. Okay. So this is going to be a strong message because this is what I'm hearing from spirit. This is what's coming up. So for some of you, is looking into maybe some options or looking into something very serious. Maybe like perhaps you're a caregiver. Perhaps is taking care of an elderly parent perhaps or someone in your life that is elderly or maybe very sick, and so there's some decisions, very difficult decisions that you will have to make coming into the year of 2026. And so the decision is going to be difficult. I feel like there's a certain sadness in this decision making that you will take. um, Don't feel that way. Don't feel guilty. For some of you, it's just going to be a step that it's going to be difficult for you to go ahead and take. Okay. All right. That's what I'm looking into going into the new year. It's into the new year. There's going to be, there's going to, for some of you, there's going to be some move of residence, maybe some travel that you'll be doing, maybe across the country, maybe outside of the country, but there is going to be travel. There's going to be movement. There's going to be creativity. All right. So you can look at things in a way or that is very disappointing and stay stuck in that, or you can go ahead and actually look at things in a positive way and how this is going to create whatever actions you take. Um, as difficult as it may seem, do not be disappointed by the decision that you have to make, but rather just move with the positive. Look at what you have at hand. I know that it's just kind of weird. The energy is kind of like there's a lot of emotion. There's some sadness. All right. But I want to encourage you to look at the positive in spite of all the situation, all the loss that you have gone through or you're going through, okay, because it shows this is for 2026. So there's some very difficult, major decisions that you will have to make, okay, and you're gonna have to move forward with it. If I hope that you move forward and not stay stuck on the sadness or the loss or anything like that, because honestly, Aries, you will be manifesting those things that you've been praying for, those things that you've been wishing, those things that you've been thinking about. And now it's time for action. What is manifestation? Is bringing heaven and earth together, bringing action to the vision or the wish or desire that you want. You know, do do not feel that there's going to be something you see, because I have the card, and there's the card of sadness or disappointment. you know I've had my own disappointments and I have to move on. And I want to encourage you to move on. I want to listen, because it's kind of like there's a lot going on in your plate even now. Right before the new year, there's some things that you've been thinking about and taking a certain action that is actually causing some hurt or some sadness of letting go. But remember that it's not the end. You move forward. You move forward. Okay. There is people that love you, that support you, that will uplift you, and in you making the decision, this tough decision that you have to make. Okay. It's difficult. Um, Especially when it has to do with having to take care of someone, maybe with disabilities, an elderly parent, a child with a lot of, uh, with a lot of things going on with them. I do feel, but trust that you're making the right decision. I really believe, Aries, that even before we hit the new year, right now, it's kind of like for some of you, you have already received your answer. And when you do that, it's kind of like it's sad, but it's an action that needs to be taken. For others, it's leaving a job, okay? Because, I mean, I should talk because I've gone through or going through something where you let go of a something that is very secure, something that is very comfortable, and now you're moving into an uncomfortable zone, right? You're moving into something new. You're moving into something unknown, okay? But it's time for action. Do not feel left out, okay? For some of you, you feel maybe that you have been rejected. Maybe you feel left out. You know, it's just a feeling like a sadness of something that is going on. But in the new year, you're moving, you're manifesting, you're bringing in the newness into your life the new beginnings, and you move forward and let go. Let me tell you something. I want to just share with you. You know, there is no disappointment that we cannot move forward from. Okay, the greatest thing that we can do is to go ahead and say, oh, it just didn't work out. Too bad. Move forward. Okay. Do not let anything um, stand in the way of your success and victories so that you can move forward with life. I'm going to go ahead and ask for some clarifications because your energy, Aries, is feeling a little bit overwhelming. Like, I get like there's something there that is just and this is not for everybody, so please understand this. If it does not resonate, that's okay, leave it alone. Throughout the reading, there may be some other things that come up that you can apply or that you can feel that this is for you, okay? But I do feel like there is ending and coming into the new year. It's like there's this tough decision. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, I ask that you clarify for me this Five of Cups that has come for Aries. Oops, here we go. Yeah, you see? Okay. A broken heart, a difficult decision that you've come up with. You know what? Even though that is the Three of Swords and it's piercing the heart is not bleeding, you know? Um, yes, it is a tough decision. Yes, there is heartbreak. You know, for some of you, you may feel betrayal, and for some of you, some loneliness and removal, depression, separation, heartbreak, grief, unfaithfulness. Maybe unfaithfulness that you receive from somebody. That really you feel disappointed. Okay. Um, Trauma or conflict. There's something that you're leaving behind your sadness. Okay, I want to tell you that you're leaving behind your sadness in 2025 and moving to 2026 into the newness of your life and having movement and manifestation, um, grabbing something. I'm going to share something, a long time ago. There was somebody that I was interested in, and I'm putting in a sense of this so that you can see. I want to encourage you to understand that the pain and hurt that you're feeling right now is it's not forever, unless you want to hold on to it. But my advice would be, and the spirit advice would be to let it go. All right. So a long time ago, um, I've gone through some heartbreak, right? Some brokenness, and what I can tell you is that I prayed to the universe, I prayed to God, to my guides, my angel, and I said, I prayed, heal my heart, help me to forget this person, help me to move on. And it was very difficult because it was a relationship of almost 2 years. And it was, and the pain was unimaginable. Okay, this is somebody that I was committed to, somebody that was obviously important in my life because I lived with them. They lived with me, and I can tell you that when I really, in my case, not everybody's case, it can be in your thought, it can be sending up whatever. I don't know. I came to my knees, I prayed, and I said, "Please take this pain away from me," because the relationship had broken. They were not reciprocating the same emotional, or whatever that I had. And it was difficult. And I had to let go. All right. That's just an example. And let me tell you something that when I prayed, when I got on my knees and prayed and asked the universe to take the pain away, the hurt away, Oh my gosh, I went through the anxiety cycle. I went through the anger process. I went through, panic because of, I wanted this person so bad in my life, and and the universe had other plans. A lot of times, people walk into our lives and walk away, and there's a reason for that. That's in the romantic part of it. I don't know. For some of you, you need to hear that. Another part is having to make a difficult decision because, maybe leaving a job, maybe as a caregiver, maybe is having to go ahead and say, hey, being honest with yourself and just saying, hey, you know what, I cannot handle this anymore. i cannot I cannot do it on my own. I mean, it's very exhausting, it's very tiring, it's overwhelming. It's taking a lot of my time, and even though I want to with all my heart to continue caring for this person, maybe there's other options that need to be taken or being considered. you know Maybe for some of you, I'm speaking to you, that's that, and it's a difficult decision, but it's a decision that you have to make. And asking the universe, asking God for wisdom, asking for direction, you know, and knowing that you did the right thing. And do not allow guilt, to sit on your head and on your shoulders, because you have to make this tough decision of maybe putting somebody, I don't know, in a nursing home, or, for others, a very difficult decision of letting go. Hmm. Interesting. So as you're leaving the year, some of you have already made up your mind that that's what you need to do. And then coming into the new year, there's action. It's like now you can actually move in the things um, that you have left behind selflessly, and that's awesome, Aries, that you have that heart. And now it's time for manifestation of those things that you want in your life. You know, let me see what else comes up. Okay, so before I even ask, it's already okay. So air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy. Let's see. Let me see what else comes up. I just want two more cards to clarify this, what's going on. So in the new year, the good thing with the new year that I can see here, Aries, is that you made the decision, and this decision, you're going to feel so much better because you know that you've done the right decision, and you've taken action into that, and then you're going to feel like, oh my god, I feel so much relieved. You're going to feel a relief of a lot of things, but don't get caught into the guilt part, or that holds you back, because you may feel that maybe you're selfish. No, 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 no. Don't feel that way. Okay, because it's just realization. There's other things that the universe is trying to tell you. Hey, you need to move on to these other things. Um, it's time to start taking action into other things in your life, all the other compartments in your life. Okay, and while this person may be important, here we go. Yay! You know, it's not that there's anything wrong with the action that you're taking. It's just that it's a very difficult decision in the ending of the year, and then coming into the new year with a lot of activity, with a lot of creativity as well, and a lot of manifestation. Now it's going to allow this thing, whatever it is, whether it's a sadness of leaving behind and determining that this relationship, or a job or whatever, is no longer working, or it's no longer serving purpose in your life, is going to bring a relief, so that you can go ahead and start anew, something really great in your life. Okay, it's going to help you move ahead. And that's what I'm hearing from my ancestors. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so understand that. All right. Now, for clarification on all this, there's going to be it's going to be moving fast. There's going to be fast action, and you're going to feel overwhelmed. Do not, Aries. And Aries, for some reason, you always tend to want to do more than one thing at the same time. And and how does, okay, so let me ask you this. When you start to go ahead and do more than one thing at the same time, how has that worked out? Probably not really good because you feel burned out after a while and frustrated. You lash out. You become unsocial with people around you, or you shut the door, or whatever. And it's time to. This is introspection. This coming year to handle things differently, so differently than you had in the past. Take one thing at the time, one thing at a time. Not everything at the same time because it's going to leave you overwhelmed. Okay, it's going to leave you losing sight of the goal and the vision that you really have. All right, the wish, desire. So then all these things that you want to do, and it gets convoluted, and then you're not able to see the real goal or the reason why you took action to begin with so that you could move on to your goal and what is your calling for some of you in your life and the things that you really want to do because you're so focused you were tricked into thinking that you could do all of it or you got sidetracked or what have you and it didn't work out well. The great news is that in the new year you get the star, the Aquarius energy. Okay, this star is telling me that there is hope in spite and besides all the stuff that is going on in your life, you know, and there is a wish fulfillment. Okay, you will come up on top. All right, don't feel guilty about the difficult decisions or selfish about the difficult decisions that you need to take. All right? Because in doing so and in taking action about them, it's going to bring a relief, and the universe is going to bless you with good things that are coming up for the year of 2026. I'm getting excited here with you. I'm looking forward to for you to have the blessings that the universe has for you, Aries. And so it's important that you do not waddle in that sadness, that you don't just stay stagnant in the guilt part because you're feeling so guilty and so overwhelmed. And no, stop. Sometimes a sacrifice that is a real and true sacrifice you have to make in order for other things to come into your life. Okay, and it brings balance. Now you have a life work, if you want to say balance, all right, or balance in your life in general, all right, so that you're able to be happy. Get your happy back, Aries. Get your happy back. Get your vision, your focus into what it is that you wanted to begin with. The whole thing you forgot. Some of you try to do a lot at the same time that you forgot even why you took action on those things. What is it that is most important in your life, Aries? Think about that. What is the most important thing in your life? What is your vision? That's what I'm trying to ask. What is your vision in your life? Have you forgotten? It's time to come back. It's time to come back. So let me go ahead and also give you the what angel um, energy is involved for the year of 2026. So my ancestors, here we go. 345. And I'm going to read it to you. You got two, so I'll read both. That's okay. And so you got 3232, and then you got 345 for the year of 2026. And excuse me, I do have to use my glasses, which I do not have right here at hand. So I'll try my best to read as I can, okay? So 345, personal power. There you go. Empower yourself. Personal power, strength, change, reflection, empowerment, future creation. Empower yourself to make the decisions that you have to make as difficult as they may be, so that there is a change in your life, so that you can take a change in your life, so you can reflect, so you can empower yourself, so that you can have a future, all right, and be creative. You have the personal power and strength to create the changes you desire in your life, but only you can make that decision. Reflect on your current situation and identify areas of dissatisfaction. Your future is in your hands and depends on how you choose to share it. So everything is in your hands, Aries. Everything is in your hands. It's taking action and in those difficult decisions. Yet the next one that I have for you is 3232, and it says take charge. Again, it confirms with the reading that I just gave you, the tough decision, the tough decision. It says empowerment. Again, there we go. Um, Initiative, leadership, self determination, boldness, improvement. Take control of your life and steer it towards your desired outcomes. Embrace the shortness of life by pursuing action that enhance your well being and contribute to your personal growth. So, you know, it is empowerment about the changes, the difficult decisions that you're making, but the empowerment of creativity, the empowerment of being able to move on, okay, to have a future. All right. Some of you have been stuck and have lost a vision, have lost the zest, have lost the vision and the plan of what you wanted to do to begin with. One of the things that comes right now, because in the New Year reading that I did, it says that in 2026, there's an awakening of spirituality, right? The beginning of spirituality, new experiences in spirituality. You've matured. Some of you, you've matured and you don't even know it, all right? Because you've gained a lot of wisdom throughout the experiences that you've experienced throughout your life or through this past few years. And now you're looking at things differently. Okay. So remember, Aries, that divine revelation is not about suspicions or paranoia. All right. My readings are about uplifting you, about giving you sound advice, about introspection, about trying to make you look at things differently and to handle things differently than you have in the past. It is not about paranoia. It is not about suspicion, who done what to who. Okay. Although there may be times that is necessary, but for the most part, it is because of our decision. If we find ourselves in a bad situation, it's because we took some we made some choices that affected our current present situation. Okay, um, so we manifested that. So yes, Aries, be encouraged. Be confident. All right. Be confident that the decision, this difficult decision, whatever it is, whatever it is, relationship, um, choice with caregiving, choice with jobs, living, or whatever, feel confident that you've made the right decision and that it allows you to be free. You're setting yourself free. You're manifesting freedom. You're manifesting freedom in your life. Okay. So until next time, my beautiful Aries, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please, give please give me a like, subscribe, make a positive comment, share with others that may need the word of encouragement. And I hope and pray that you are doing well and that you continue to do well. Okay? Love and blessings, peace and love.